Hello, today I will be showing you how to insert and edit photos with Adobe Photoshop. First, open Adobe Photoshop, and in the top hand left corner, select File, New, and this brings you up to a new screen. This screen helps you edit the canvas that you want your photos on to better the resolution of your photos. But for now, we'll just go with the defaults. So select Create. Now that we have our canvas, let's go to the web browser and select for photos. So go to Google, search, and select an image that you would like to edit. Once you have found your image, right-click the image, select Save As, and save the image into your Downloads folder. Once back in Photoshop, select File, Open, on your computer, in the Downloads folder, select your image and select Open. Now that we have our image, let's go ahead and edit. For this editing video, we'll be using the Object Selection tool, which enables us to take a piece of the photo that we want and keep. Now we're selecting parts of the image that we want to keep. So as you notice that there are dotted lines. The parts of the image that are within the dotted lines are the parts of the image that will be kept. Now this tool goes off coloring, so any parts of the image that you select, it will automatically select similar colors. Now you want to be careful because there are parts of the image where the coloring isn't all the same, and the tool will not pick up on that and it will not select that part of the image. Now the tool does have a deselection option, which is located at the top of the screen with a minus signal. This helps to deselect any parts of the image that were selected accidentally. Now we toggle back over to the selection tool, which is indicated with a plus signal, and we move over to the arrow at hand. Now that we have our selection, we go over to the vector masking tool, which will edit out any parts of the image that wasn't selected. Now that our mask is set, if you notice closely that if you enable and disable the mask, it will show you the parts of the image that we did not keep. Now that our image is masked how we want it, let's go find a background. Once we find the background of our choice, we save it, go back to Photoshop, go to File, Open, into the Download folder, Open again. Now that we have our background, let's add it to the picture that we have already edited. Now, we must remove the background to the image that we have already edited. In order to do so, we must right-click the layer, select Convert to Smart Object, and we should be able to move the object. Once the background is added, it is automatically added as the first layer. We want to move that layer to the bottom layer because it is a background, and we want our top layer to be the front photo. Now, as you can see, the background is a little distorted. Let's change that. So let's go to Edit in the top left corner, Free Transform, and we'll be able to move and resize the background as we see fit. Now that that's done, let's edit use case position. So we're gonna go to Edit, Free Transform once again, and this time, when we select one of the squares, we're gonna hold down the Control key, and this allows us to give a perspective to the image. Now that we have the perspective that we want, let's add one more image to our photo. Now remember, we're using the object selection tool, quick selection tool.
Damn, BT.